Namaskar. Humanity stands upon the edge. And there is a choice to be made. Change or die. This planet will not tolerate more abuse. Humanity must unite, must come together for the collective good. There is no longer the option to ignore this. There is a change taking place, a fundamental evolutionary shift from focus upon individual power and assertion to focus upon the welfare of all beings. Without this evolutionary change and the uniting of human society, there can be no progress, no future for this world. This is a test. A test for all humanity. A test for the world. Can living beings unite for the collective welfare of all? Can they face danger of collective good? It is foretold and foregone that during this period of transition, there will be upheaval in multiple forms. multiple ways. The norm of what has been is not the future of humanity. A vital and fundamental change is taking place. And in that process, there is polarization between the forces of unity that focus upon the welfare of living beings and the forces that strive for independent and those that strive for independent individualistic power. Over others. Of a dis-ease in the human species that is being purged. It is the dis-ease of greed, self-centeredness, and lack of care and compassion for all the living beings, assuming that one group should have dominance over others. There has been a history with the Russian people that is long, from the Tsars to the Communist Party to World War II and the Cold War, a history of suffering, struggle, and an inability to find acceptance and harmony with the rest of the neighbors around. It is true that in the minds of some, including the leader of Russia, there has developed a desire for the great expansion of Mother Russia, a feeling that Mother Russia should be a great and recognized force in the world, a leader. This is not mere capitalist exploitation, though that is there. Corruption is around the edges, but in the core is the dream in the greatness of Mother Russia. So it has appeal to many citizens, but not all, for many want to be a part of the one world, not to find the great leadership of Mother Russia. Still it has popularity, and still those who sustain power maintain this sentiment. They want to claim back what they feel is their own and that has been wrongly taken from them. They want to be the world leader. In dedication, in fierce dedication to Mother Russia and to personal power and dominance. Those who are accustomed to taking and accustomed to having assert themselves to take what they feel is theirs from those forces they feel have taken from them something that belongs to them. And they will be harsh in reaction to any interference with what they feel is their sovereign right. All watch, not knowing how to respond, not wanting to trigger a third world war, not wanting to let Russia do this, for if they do it with one country, what else will they do? What else will other aggressive leaders do? It is a difficult time, foretold and unavoidable. Wait and see. Wait and see. Humanity must change, must unite. The assertion of one nation, one regional area against another must end. All must be together. the tension of East and West, the tension of Mother Russia and Europe. It must end. The tension with China can be no longer. As long as people identify with their region of the world and make it a separate area against others, and this them and us, my group and the others, continues to dominate the human society, there will be wars, there will be struggle. And the real problems facing humanity will not be addressed, for they must be addressed collectively. And the collective problem arising is nationalism. Let the world unite, collectively dissolve this problem. Let it be without bloodshed. Mother Russia cannot be rejected. The people must be honored and respected. They cannot be made separate. As long as there is Europe, let them blend. Let them blend together. There are things that will unite them. Putin has made a grave error. An error that will cost him dearly. An error that will unite the world against him. But let it be done without bloodshed, if at all possible. Let the leaders be wise. There are forces at play beyond what appears in this ordinary sense of territorial dominance. There are deeper forces at play. In the evolution of humanity. This is part of the change. Humanity must unite, must come together to fight all groupism, all efforts to make one region, one country dominant over others, including the United States. Let the world join forces, not to divide, and confront. These are old patterns, old habits of humanity. This is the test. All right? Are there questions?
Is there something I like if we do group meditation, ideating on this piece? Does it help anything for microvita meditation?
I have given that world meditation to envision all the planet taking healing in the love of Parama Purusha, the Infinite One. Do that meditation. When you bring the vibration of healing to the world, it makes a difference. See all the world as healed, all living beings as healed. Do that meditation and to the situation. Calm and level heads are needed to address this situation. Meditation makes a difference. Bring that light and healing to everyone. Do the world meditation as well as your individual sadhana, and give special focus to soothing these pain that is in humanity right now. It is not a matter of simply getting rid of Putin. He is not one man. He is a group of people, partly corrupt, partly self-motivated for money and power, partly dedicated to Mother Russia and her greatness, not recognized by others. That recognition is needed, and he is finding a way to get recognized in no uncertain terms, with an arsenal behind him. It is a very good idea to do the meditation, particularly at this time, to calm the situation on all parts, to heal the wounds, to bring humanity to unity. Mother Russia must be recognized and brought into the fold of human beings as a whole, not outcast. All right?
Question. We need to put out a call to humanity to bring forward the deeper needs and drives that you spoke of, the deeper forces that pull people together. Can you help us to articulate what that call sounds like, what that message sounds like? What points must we touch upon when speaking to people on the other side of this or that fence to call them to something that will move them towards unity?
Respect. They desire respect as well as power. But the people of Russia want to be acknowledged, to be respected, to be honored. Mother Russia must be accepted and brought in the fold of humanity, not rejected. Though the actions that have taken place must be curtailed. The idea that countries that have been united under a one flag cannot have their local autonomy without that one flag needs to be accepted, that local autonomies can exist, but that everyone is under a single, like intended world, not one against the other, not one side against another. This is the propensity that evolution is calling to change. Rather than taking the approach of disliking Russia, dislike the leadership, those who have done the actions, accept the Russian people, honor the history of Russia, honor that great country. Draw them into the fold rather than apart. Putin has made a mistake, one he will pay for. And he, by his efforts, stands apart and brings the Russian people apart from the world. He divides, and he feels powerful enough that he can do this with an arsenal of weapons he is not unwilling to use. In all areas, not only nuclear, but cyber. They are very equipped for cyber warfare. And the United States recognizes it is not so well equipped. They have more development at their hands than do certain Western powers in this type of warfare. War is an old habit of human beings, one it is time to change, but the only thing that changes war is people reaching across the boundaries and loving and caring for each other. Accept the Russian people, honor the great history of Russia, reject the actions of leaders. All right.